Okay, so with this seat, I've made sure that the dark area is furthest away from the light. The light's direction is coming this way, kind of up and left, coming down at the block from this direction. So the top's going to be light, as you can see, and then this side is medium. Inside here, I've chosen to do this back piece here or this back face here is dark. This face medium, this face medium, but it could have a bit of shadow in there as well. So just have a quick look at that. That's how to shade in this kind of hole that appears here. Next we're going to have a go at some. Next we're going to go at one of the a cylinder. Okay, these two shapes here. With the cylinder, what we're going to do is I'm going to have the direction of the light kind of coming from the front of the seat. So we're going to come in from this direction, and we're going to have some light across the top, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to do this at an angle. I'm going to work at the 30-degree angle. I've been drawing them in the isometric angle, shade across, and then start dark. Take your pressure off as you move the pencil along, and then eventually take the pressure off completely. And we're aiming for this kind of stripe of light moving through the object like that. And do the same on the side here. We start dark, medium, and we get light. Same on this side. We're going to be much darker this side because the light's coming from this direction, so the light's going to hit here on the right hand side, and this side is going to be more in shadow than the other side. There's going to be more shadow on this side than the other. Again, this time I'm moving my pencil in a 90-degree vertical. There we go. So it just gives the impression that the light's hitting the top surface in this direction. It would hit the front. Be a bit of shadow here because that side moves round, and a bit of shadow here as well. Same with the legs. Just going to make the legs look rounded. What we're going to do would be dark because that's going to be completely in shadow. What we're going to do is just leave a white kind of stripe down the leg. That makes it look more of a rounded surface than a flat surface. Same with this one. I'm going to use a different colour this time. I'm going to use a dark blue. So we start dark. Again, for this one, the light I'm going to have it coming from this direction. So come from kind of up to the left. So this side here is going to be dark. Going to be hidden from the light this time. That's going to be dark. The legs are going to be dark, and what I'm going to do this time is put a little shadow underneath there. This leg's going to be lighter. So this leg's going to be dark, that'll be light. Definitely dark under there, there's a shadow. About a medium tone for the leg this side. And then we're going to start dark and gradually take the pressure off the pencil. Same with this side, start dark, take the pressure off the pencil, and again we're looking for this white kind of stripe running through the object here. That makes it look curved, like a curved surface. Next thing we're going to have a go at is some, we're going to make some of these chairs look like wood. You could argue that the colours that we've used so far could be made of plastic, or they could have been painted with paint of that colour. Now we're going to make a couple of our objects look like wood. First thing we're going to do is this stool shape here. So very simple. The light's going to be coming from this side, so the dark's going to be here, medium, and then light on top. Same principle. Dark. Tone of yellow there, a medium, tone here, and then on top very light, almost nothing on the top there, but you can just see a tint of yellow, just slightly yellow. Again, the legs, this side's going to be dark, this side's going to be even darker. I'll add a bit of shadow to those in a minute with a black pencil crayon, and then dark inside there, and then medium on the outside. Again, dark here and medium. Try and do the dark areas first. Okay, so that's like the base kind of colour of our block to make it look like wood. Then what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make this look like plywood. The plywood has layers, actually has an even number of layers, so we're just going to make this look like plywood. And all we're going to do is with our pencil crayon, with a brown pencil crayon, you just draw some lines through that, like that. So 1, 2, 3, and then one more line. That gives 5 layers. Same on this side. This time I'm going to press on as hard with my pencil crayon. Just make it a little bit lighter. Doesn't matter too much if they're uneven. It's fine, just gives the impression of it being plywood. Okay, and on the top, the plywood we use is has a birch face, which is a type of wood, and we're just going to use the brown pencil crayon to make like the grain of the wood, the pattern in the wood. You see what I'm doing? You just shading in those areas. It'd be good if you get a block of plywood and have a quick look at it, and you'll see the patterns in the wood that are created. Okay, you can see how that pattern running through the wood. And there we go. So just really using my pencil crayon to create these kind of wave shapes across the top of the surface of the wood there, like that. I did the same. I'm going to add a bit of shadow, so I'm going to use the brown pencil crayon, and all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of shadow under there where the seat of the stool would cast a shadow on the inside of the leg, and the same here as well on this side. And the last thing I'm going to do with the drawing is to actually create a shadow on the base. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. All I'm going to do is just create a shadow underneath there. Try and get a nice even tone with your pencil crayon. Try and keep it running in the same direction if possible. Not always possible because of the shape you have to draw around. And there we go. Okay, now we're going to do another wood effect. This time we're going to do pine. So choose one of your simpler chairs. This time the dark side is going to be on this side, the light's coming from this direction. So this is going to be my dark side here. This is going to be medium. So don't press on as hard with the pencil crayon. And this is going to be medium, although quite a bit of light's going to get to that surface if the light's coming from this direction. And this is going to be very light, so you just really kind of touch the surface with the pencil crayon, nothing more. Make sure the contrast between the three, so I can see the medium, you can see the light, you see the dark. I use brown pencil crayon as well. This time the end grain of the wood, and again if you look at a piece of pine wood you'll see this, there's a pattern in the end of the wood, and that's going to be, we're going to have the end grain on the side here, and the end grain of the wood is basically the grain. If you were to cut a tree in half, a section of a tree, then these are the rings of the growth of the tree that we can see. So I'm creating these kind of rings on the side, like so. So that's the end grain, and then these rings will come over the top surface here, and will then follow along. Now they're not straight, they're going to curve, they're going to go all sorts of different directions, and we're just drawing them very roughly, because it's a piece of wood, it's obviously natural. The grain in the wood isn't going to be dead straight. And then at the top here as well, a little bit thicker this time on the top, and then on this front as well there'll be some grain as well. So really it's just a quick effect to make that look like a piece of wood, very quick indeed, and that looks okay. Okay, so have a go at these techniques, the shading, different colours, the plywood and the pine rendering techniques I've shown you. Have a go at those on your other shapes on your page,